What's your passion? What makes you wake up every morning? What keeps you up at night? What values do you believe in? What problems do you want to solve? Lastly, what makes you, you? Hi, this is Jen Kahukom, and welcome to Your Brand, Your Story podcast, where we share stories and conversations about humanness and authenticity. For today, we've invited a special guest. She's the CEO of her own company, Beyond Limits BPO, and is one of the few companies I know that's really adapting very well amidst this global health crisis we're experiencing today. Let's find out more about the person behind this company and its success. Let's welcome Maricar Hernandez, CEO of Beyond Limits BPO. Hi, Maricar.
Hi, Jen. How
How
are
are
you
you
doing?
today?
Good, thank you. I'm excited. For this podcast. It's my first time to do this, and I'm excited to share whatever I can to inspire your listeners. Yeah.
That's great. I feel honored that you accepted my invitation. So, yeah, let's start. So, tell us a little bit more about yourself. I mean, what are you passionate about? What
Mhm.
problems do you like solving? Because I think for the most part, that also has led you to put up your own company today. So, can you tell us a bit more about it?
Sure. Yeah. So I've been in the industry, in the BPO industry for almost 19 years now. This is the only industry that I know. So after I graduated from college, I work as a billing agent in America Online. That's when I was really inspired about this industry. I saw how dynamic it is. I saw how camaraderie can really make one organization successful. And I also saw how boosting your employees' morale can produce great results for the company and for its customers. So when I started in 2001, I started, as I mentioned, from the bottom as an agent, move up to the ladder, became team leader, and it was then was acquired by another BPO from the Philippines, and I've been in three acquisitions. So after I became team leader, I applied for employee communication specialist post. So that's when I joined corporate HR. That made me both experience in operations and support group. I had a broader view of the whole industry and a BPO company itself. Because in operations and support, I see how the two what makes these two these two departments really work harmoniously to make the company really successful. So when I move out, I move out from one of the biggest BPO companies then. I think that was 2014, and I found a new job. It's a company. Actually, they haven't started yet. The owners of the company entrusted me to put up that their company here in the Philippines. So I'm really hands-on in all the work. Even went to SEC to register the company, and also went to BAR and other government agencies just to work on our registrations. I worked there for almost 4 years. So I was lucky because the owners let me run the day-to-day operations of the company and also managing client relationships. That's when actually I really learned a lot on the business side. So I have the operations support from the previous company I worked for. And that's in the last company before I started Beyond Limits. the business side of things. I saw I was making cash flows, and then also other financial other financial reports. I started reviewing them to understand more the financial impact of the decisions in the BPO company. And after that was 4 years, I stayed there for 4 years. And however, I really want something. I feel still restricted. So what I did, my husband encouraged me to just put up our own company. So I left that company, and that's when Beyond Limits started. When my husband really encouraged me, and my other mentors told me that, yeah, you should just do it your own.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Maricar. I can just imagine. I mean, all those years of focus of really up upskilling yourself to be the person that you are today. I can just imagine. I mean how busy you are um, to maintain a company. I'm just wondering, what is your typical day like? Can you share us a little bit more about this?
First, really checking my mails. Make sure that the clients, priority are the clients. Checking first if there are any pending items or pending emails from the client, because I really want client emails to be answered within 24 hours. If there's no update, or if there is, I should let them know. And then check on my team leads. What are the priorities for the day, and also any concerns from their staffs as well. And the start of the month, Jen, I made a calendar for my one-on-one meetings. I still meet, even though we grew 50% in terms of headcount for Beyond Limits just in 3 months. I make sure that I still have my one-on-one meetings with my team leader, especially, and then I also do skip level meetings. These are for the rank and file employees, that I make sure I still meeting them, checking on them, making sure that the skip level is more on like getting to know you. But I believe that will boost the morale of the employees. And then some of the I learned how to delegate tasks. Actually, I have to. As I've mentioned, I'm really hands-on. I'm personally selecting people who are joining Beyond Limits. So our recruitment specialists endorse to me applicants before we hire them, or even we endorse them to clients. So yeah. Mm-mm.
Wow. Wow. So I want to know this time, Maricar. Let's step a bit further from Maricar, the CEO. I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
know Maricar a bit more as a person. What topics or courses are closest to your heart, or what causes do you care about these days?
These days, actually, when before I started Beyond Limits, I was wondering if I can do something big, in a sense that it will impact more people. And really, the cause, I mean, what I'm really want to drive in is education and environment. So I was telling myself, if I will be rich, if I will be successful, I want to really. I was inspired when I watched Bill Gates, Decoding Bill's Mind in Netflix.
Right,
Uh,
right.
I was really inspired that for me, I'm just an instrument. So if I will be given more money, more opportunities to talk about the values of the company, of my personal values, I want to really help organizations who are concerned with the environment and also education. That's why, Jen, we had the scholarship program. That's when it's on my 40th birthday we launched our scholarship program for Beyond Limits. I know it's really ambitious because we haven't turned 1 year that time yet. But I believe if you're helping people, there's really no big or small. It doesn't matter if you're big, helping big or helping small. In small ways. Yeah. So okay, let's just launch it all the way. So yeah.
True, true. And I resonate a lot with that too. And I do remember you telling me about the scholarship. I still remember the excitement that you felt when you shared it with me. So,
Yes, yes, because I also believe in you should pay it forward. So being a scholar, me, I was in college, so student assistant. So I have to. That's when I finish study. So I believe that I need. It's like there's a need for me to also do the same to people, and it's like what I'm thinking, Jen, if I would create that opportunity, yeah, how can I find value in what I'm doing? So yeah, and that's really what's driving us really to make this company successful. Those scholars who are dependent on us and communities that we are consistently helping.
that's great. That's really great, Maricar. So, yeah, for my next question, what do you think is the greatest life lesson that you learned all throughout the years that made you who you are today?
Hmm. A lot, Jen, actually. Maybe because it comes with I'm more matured now, and maybe I've been meeting different people on a certain level. Uh, Believe it or not, right now I enjoy talking more. Aside from my family, of course, my kids, and my husband, I enjoy talking more to talking to our employees, to learn about their background, what motivates them to go to work, and why do they love working in Beyond Limits, and then clients. So I'm really enjoying talking to them, and because they're just my clients, I'm not obliged to listen to them, but it's more of I learned something from them. It's like if when I'm talking to them, I'm thinking that who knows when this will also happen to me, these challenges, this problem. So I would know that someday what this can also be addressed, because this client was able to resolve it this way. And also for me to know also how we can add value to the clients. So those things, those to listen, to really listen, Jen. That's very, very important. And then also learn to be resilient, and then be optimistic. So sometimes I have to say this, that I'm not sure if my employees will be able to hear this, but there are times that I really want to give up, especially if I think that there's some frustrations. And that's when, for example, we've been sending proposals to clients, to target clients or prospect clients, but then they will not say yes. Sometimes they will not say yes right away. Sometimes you won't really hear from them. So that gets me frustrated. But then I was telling myself, Jen, I have bigger responsibility. So if I will give up now, if I will say, I will just go back being an employee to bigger companies, and then just leave Beyond Limits, my own company. I was thinking of my employees too. So I have responsibility uh, to them. Being resilient, really listen well to your employees and to your clients, and then yeah, to be optimistic and always move forward. Uh, yeah, because I now realize that the things that I've been worrying before are really petty now that I have bigger responsibilities and bigger challenges. Yeah.
Right, right. Okay, let's try to make it lighter this time. Can Yeah,
Sure.
can you name three things that you can't live without and why?
Three things. First is my phone. because I've been checking my mails and then my contacts like you from the checking your messages and the clients' emails and employees' messages as well. Second is things book any book, Jen, not any I'm making sure that every week I finish one book. Every my Saturdays and Sundays are allotted to books. So that's my me time. I matured before I
Mm-hmm.
go to a spa, go shopping, but now my me time is because of the I guess because of the age time is reading books. So maybe books, phone, and then rosary. Rosary
Mm-hmm.
before I really do. That's my faith. So yeah, mm-mm. Those three
Okay.
things.
Interesting. I'm getting to know more about you. And that's great. So for my last question, Maricar, yeah.
Mm.
So how would you like to be remembered?
Mm. Someone who I want to be remembered as an authentic person. Meaning to say, I'm very transparent. So we haven't met personally yet, though. You can tell. So that's how authentic, transparent I am. And I want to be some authentic in a sense, Jen, that I won't change my principles. I won't change my faith just to please you. So I'm in business, and if I'm in business, itself, what you can see, the values of the company reflects to my own values. So I didn't change it for the sake of getting more clients, or I changed it because I want to please employees to work for us. It's because those are also my values. Because I believe it's hard to sell something, the services, the idea, if you yourself are not convinced in what you're selling. So I believe it's being authentic. Yeah, and you can also ask even my family, my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, my dad, if that's me. Yeah, I'm just really authentic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I think you're even one of the few people I know who um really prefers to attract people by sticking to their true north, by sticking to their true self.
Mm.
And yeah, it's amazing because otherwise, uh I wonder how you'd be able to achieve success if you do not stay to your true self. So
Yeah.
thank you so
And
much for sharing
even
that. Mhm.
yeah, even with if I may add, even with clients. So the clients that we have right now, it's more on how we build relationship with them. They will feel if you're really true. Even if you work with them before.
I totally agree with you. And of course, if you deal with clients on a day to day basis, they would prefer, and you would also prefer um, interacting with someone you're comfortable with, who
Yeah,
is also like you, who's also true to themselves. So, yes,
agree.
you're right. I agree with you.
And I remember you before. You were telling me, right? You have to attract clients who have the same values with yours. So
Yes.
I think that really, yeah, I still remember that, Jen. Thank you. That's the best advice I got from you on the marketing side, not only marketing, but as a person and as a business. Doing business, it's really more on attracting people the same values that we have. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I learned a lot from you as well, Maricar. So, yes, so that actually concludes our conversation for today's episode. And
Oh, I
I'm
really
really
enjoyed Jen. We're done.
Thank you. So I hope when you're less busy, I can invite you again, right? So I might want to catch up with you again, and also get updates on your new milestones, right?
I will always. And I really owe you a lot when it comes to you also helped me shape the brand of the company, the market. I also learned a lot from you, Jen, and I'm really comfortable taking advices from you because I know you're also sincere. You're also sincere with these advices. So thank you so much. Yeah.
My
Mhm.
pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for listening to today's episode. This has been Your Brand, Your Story. Stories and conversations about humanness and authenticity. And I'm your host, Jen Kahukong. Do you have a story to share? Send me a message by visiting my website at jenkahukong.asia.